leather gloves were slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts were working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick, was chasing the beer that circled the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives. Live here on Strong Island Television in Paradise Studios in beautiful Massapequa, New York, by the Long Island Railroad. We're back with another live show. Who's here? The beautiful, the lovely Roseanne Sorrentino. Tonight's show is brought to you by
Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
Thank you, Roseanne.
You're welcome.
Richie usually is all over that, and you didn't miss a beat.
Thank you.
We love Michael Barasch and all he does for the first responders in the 9/11 community. So we were just talking about your hair, and here we go. Right off the bat, if Richie was sitting there, Richie got a haircut, would I say to Richie, you look nice, you look beautiful? But I said it to Roseanne. Now, is that a problem?
Not for me, it isn't.
I'm saying, is that like, am I like, oh, if you say it to the females? No. And first of all, Richie never looks beautiful. But Roseanne tonight with the hair flowing. And
I did get my hair done today. And
stunning. She got, as she said, zhuzhed
I zhuzhed it up.
for Johnny L.
That's right, for Johnny L.
Yeah, she did. She didn't even know she was on a show this morning. I texted her and I go, hey, you ready for tonight? She goes, for what? And what I always do when that situation happens, I blame Butch. It's so easy.
It's easy.
Just to blame Butch and say I had, it was Butch's job to contact you.
That's okay. That's good.
Because you know how people have a guy? I got a guy. Butch.
Got a guy.
Butch is my guy. So anyway, a few things.
Yes.
A few things that are burning. Now, my wife was in the hospital for a few days. She's doing well. My daughter cooked yesterday. She made some sauce, my wife's sauce, and she made some meatballs and sausage. I bought some sausage.
Oh, I love the sausage.
Now let me tell you something.
Any Brazil?
Let me tell you something. She loves the sausage. All right, let me tell you something. Just in case you missed that. She loves the sausage. That's it. I'm not saying anything.
No,
Listen.
I do.
So, all right, don't continue to repeat. Okay. So, there are meatballs in my refrigerator. I can't function when there are meatballs in my. If it's
Wait,
2 o'clock,
I
think about them all day.
You can't function
No.
because there are meatballs in the refrigerator.
3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to the bathroom and I'm like, oh, they're right, like, and they're calling me. But with the diabetes now, I'm not supposed to eat after 7:30 at night, so it's a struggle.
Oh,
But what I'm
okay.
saying to you is, when there are meatballs in my fridge, my mind goes there a number of times a day. Like when I get home, I'm going to have some meatballs.
Do you ever have, I love leftover meatballs,
Oh.
cold, sliced on bread?
Oh, now I don't eat white bread anymore, but it's better. Or a
I
nice
know.
soft roll.
A nice soft roll, but bread.
Let me ask you a question.
Bread.
Let
I'll
me-
have it
if
on
you-
whole wheat.
But if you have the opportunity, why do I keep turning this way?
I don't know.
If you have the opportunity to heat up those meatballs and melt some fresh mutz with a little sauce, why not, Roseanne? Why do you need them cold?
Oh, I love them cold. And I love cold pasta too. Right out of the tub.
Yeah. Why are you sitting in the tub eating pasta? But yes, I agree. I will eat anything cold, pizza cold, but I do like it hot. That's one of the things I go back to, like my Uncle Bob. My Uncle Bob used to needed a heated plate from my Aunt Gert for his dinner. That's a little much. That's a little much. We used to, make fun of Uncle Bob for that.
My grandmother used to, when she was making the sauce,
Yeah.
she'd cut the heel of the bread off, right? She'd clean it out a little bit. Scoop of ricotta. Meatball, scoop of ricotta, and a little sauce on top. Hand it to us.
Now, my dad would take the larger part of the bread, certain section, he used to call it the cannon. He would dig the bread out and then load it with the meatballs and cheese. Little melt, nice. But when you go, get back to the sausage. When you go to City Field, you need a good bread with the sausage and peppers. You need a soft bread. Can't be really hard.
Oh, see, no, I like a nice crunchy Italian bread. No,
like
not toasted.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Crunchy Italian bread.
That's fine. And you didn't think we could spend that much time on meatballs?
On sausage.
Yeah. We're already at 5 minutes, and that's all
right,
meatballs.
That's okay.
Now Paula was in the hospital for 5 days.
Glad she's okay.
5 days. HIPAA. That's all I can tell you. HIPAA.
Yeah, you can't talk about it.
No, can't talk about it. HIPAA. But Paula is out of the hospital, doing well. She's home.
Good.
And here's one thing I noticed. Paula is out of the house for 2 days. It looks like a bomb hit in I don't know. Like I take her for granted. All the little things she does, even in the morning. Every morning when I get out, you're not going to believe this. Every morning when I get up, first thing I reach for is my sock drawer to get socks in the morning. It's never empty. How does that drawer remain filled?
It is a finely choreographed dance taking care of a home.
Undies? Then I go to get my undies? Always undies.
Always.
Paula's out of the house 4 days. Things are disappearing. I'm wearing black socks, undies with holes in it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's terrible.
God.
So welcome home to the Paulie. I call her Paulie Balls. Paulie LaRocchia. She's a good egg. I could not live without this chick.
Good.
Good,
you know it.
What?
Are we going to talk about pickleball?
Well, we're not doing our pickleball segment yet.
Okay.
And I'll show you why.
Okay. Because your little song.
No. Oh. We may do it before Santa. Who freak Santa is?
I don't know where Santa is.
Today I went to Panera Bread, as Richie and I always say, and hit them with the free iced tea. You know, we get the free drinks at Panera. Bam! Back in Panera today, large ice. The guy has the nerve. He gives me a small cup. I go, bro. Give me the large cup so when I leave, I top off. You know what I mean? I top off. I drink that all day then. So I go in there and I drink. I drink so much that half the way home, I got to pee. That's how much I drink at the Panera. Sippity-doo-dah, sippity-day. That's what I call it. Iced teas, coffee for the whole year. Now, Richie sometimes, he's a cheap mother. Sometimes Richie, he's a cheap mother. He goes in twice a day. Because you can
the same cup?
No. I think if 2 hours you can go back in. I don't know what it is.
Who knows that?
Well, Richie. And call Richie in the morning. Oh, wait a second. Can't call Richie in the morning. After 12, call Richie. He's at his favorite deli at about 12, having his egg sandwich, talking to people, just getting his day started. Richie. Sleep. You're retired. What time do you get up?
6:30 a.m.
6:30 a.m. Richie, get up. Get a freaking job.
At the gym by 7:15.
Oh, I love that. I have a problem getting to the gym early lately because I get caught up in the computer. But this morning I went to the park. Johnny L was in the park. And I brought my weights, punching it up, 10-pound weights. Some of these, no, my arms are not that big. My arms are not that big. And you're making fun of me.
No, I wasn't.
No, you are.
I wasn't making fun of you.
I didn't even realize it. I'm like, oh my God, Roseanne is squeezing my muscles.
No, I can tell you.
And she's like, where are they?
Very defined muscles.
Hey, Patrick, I saw you there, buddy. I saw you there. Bobby, can we do a pickleball segment, please? Laughter saves lives. Lesson last week. Who did we have down taking a lesson? Roseanne Sorrentino on the court with Johnny L.
Yeah.
How did the lesson go, Roseanne? How was your instructors?
So my instructors were top-notch, very patient, did not make fun of me when I would swing the paddle at the air.
Not in front of you.
Not in front of me,
right,
not to my face.
That's
definitely
important.
Behind my back, which I appreciate.
She's not listening or hearing.
I worked up a bit of a sweat.
She did.
I did.
She did.
And but it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. I had a good time.
Roseanne is what is it? Selling makeup? What do you call that?
I am an independent beauty guy.
Can we say for who?
Sure.
Who?
Lime Life by Alcone.
Yeah, and check her out on YouTube. She's on there almost every day.
On Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. But really, on the pickleball court, I thought it was inappropriate. Like, we're trying to serve, and Roseanne is there. Hold on a second. She was. It was, Roseanne, we're trying to play ball here, scores a 10-5. Hold on, John.
Playing pickleball is no reason to look poor.
Yeah,
you
and
still
she
have to look good.
Fantastic on the pickleball court. She looked fantastic. So it was really fun having Roseanne out there. My daughter came out.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
John Santo came out. Out of shape, John Santo.
John Santo was bringing the heat.
He brings the heat on the court. He smashes the ball.
And you keep telling him illegal serve.
Yeah.
There
illegal serve. So I always say out of shape John Santo because he finds that funny. Here he comes. He's walking in the studio now. Now, pickleball playoffs were the other night for my league. Pickleball playoffs start this week. We went 2-3 the other day because we moved up in the standings and played better teams. Let me tell you something. Olivia, my daughter, and I, we worked hard. 5 games. Wow. We were 2-3, but competitive games. Really had a lot of fun the other night. The playoffs are this week. And just like the first time, we'll be double elimination. We'll probably get eliminated. Bada bing, right away.
But you have a pickleball fundraiser coming up, right?
Big pickleball fundraiser. Do we have that flyer? Roseanne, she is good. I didn't even look at this. There it is. November 3rd, Pickleball Hall out in Sayville. We're supporting the Heather Pendergast Fund, who helps Long Island volunteer firefighters with sick children and high medical bills.
Nice.
We're gonna be. You can get a lesson. We're gonna have a little competition. We're gonna break them up. Hey, you're a beginner. You're an intermediate. It's gonna be a fun night. Music playing. Cash wine bar. It's gonna be a nice night. I may spring for some wine and cheese.
Oh,
hey Butch. Hi Butch.
Hi Butch.
You're gonna spring for some wine and cheese for yourself, or are you gonna supply it for people?
If Roseanne comes, just for Roseanne and I. Butch.
Okay, real quickly. I know we're a little behind. I was on the phone with Bruce. Bruce is in after some work. He is on his phone, but he looks handsome and awesome. I know we have to break for commercial, but Roseanne, you look great as always. It was nice seeing you this morning.
Should we go to break?
Let's go to break, and we'll be back with Bruce. And I'm going to check on our other guests. I know the incredible Mr. Santo is in there.
Bruce,
but I'll get a hold of Teddy.
From the Bart's Brigade will be our next guest.
All right.
We'll be back.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualified.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
We're back with Laughter Saves Lives. Say it, Jisha. Live here at Strong Island Television Paradise Studios. We're going to bring our first guest in 30 seconds, Butch. 30 seconds because we started a little late. So I just want to say when What DeSanto comes out, best dessert, and I want Bruce to get in on this. Best dessert you can get on the road, maybe a diner, but not like a homemade dessert. I'm not talking about that. Best quick dessert. All right. We're going to bring on Bruce Bartz from the Bartz Brigade. There he is. Now, let me say this, my brother. Friday night. Yes, that was our night. Friday night, right? Or was it Saturday? Friday. Oh, we don't have him. We don't hear you yet. We don't hear you.
We don't hear you.
See, Butch said he fixed it. We don't hear him. Nope.
Great. Bruce, you can hear us, right? This is the fun stuff. This is live TV. Bruce, when are you there?
He's there.
He's there. And he's even unmuted.
All right, we're gonna do sign language.
Yeah. Are you on mute? Can you tell?
No, he's not.
No.
He's not muted. I can see
the
that.
old Zoom question. The first question.
He might not have allowed his.
I love that.
Not
making fun of Butch, but I love that when somebody you do
yeah.
Zoom and you can't and they can't and they go, are you on mute? Like that's the first thing. Are you on mute? All right, so
all right, Bruce, I'm gonna remove you from the studio. I want you to come back in, and we'll see.
Good.
We'll see.
We can talk a little bit. Call him.
Okay.
Call me. So now this show Friday night with Bruce, right outside of York, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we? I don't remember the name of the town, but right outside of York. I guess we had first time we're doing this show. We had 100+ people in this room. The Burning, what was the name of the place? The Burning Tavern or whatever. What a wonderful staff. And they were working on pewter. They had like 3 waitresses on a man. They brought the food out so fast. We started on time. Bartz Brigade, Bruce's son had died of suicide from post-traumatic stress. He was a veteran. So he started this wonderful organizations to help others with suicide prevention and mental health. And it was our first time doing the show. To be away from home, like I'm finding I'm getting a homebody. It's hard for me to get on the road. To be on the road and to be around these people, what a great night. What a great night. I had Sandy Ellers on the show, from Jersey. Sandy did great. What funny is, Sandy has little knee issues, right? And Joseph Anthony, same thing. Bruce rented a stage that was like freaking 4 feet high, right? So as soon as I walked in, I jumped up on it. I go, these two are not going to be able to get a stage. We're going to have to get something. So they got one of those little step stools, like little ladder things.
Oh, yeah.
And we pushed the 2 of them on stage. Everybody loved him. Joseph is Joseph's very different. Have you ever seen Joseph Anthony?
I have not.
He's a different act because he just sits back. He could get up there and the room was cracking up, hysterical laughing. He has the balls. Can I say the balls? The to step back and go, I'm going to bring him back up. I'm going to bring him down here, and I'm going to bring him back up. Whereas I would get up there. I want to keep this going, right? He takes a breath, and then they start to get into him. His rhythm. And he usually does about 10 minutes on the room and on the town. And what a great job he did. Fun.
Hey, John, we're going to try something crazy here, technology-wise. Can you say hello, Bruce?
Hey, John, how we doing, buddy?
Very low.
Very low.
Very low. Hold on.
All right.
Try again, Bruce.
Okay. I can hear you guys pretty good, even with my bad hearing aids.
What do you have on your cell phone?
Yeah, I'm trying. Hey, Bobby, can you come on camera for a sec?
Hey, Bobby, can we have him call into the studio without working anymore? Are we able to still do that?
So anyway,
let's call Bobby and we'll chat a while and see if we can do that, Butch.
Okay, very good.
All right. All right, so let's go back to the dessert. You want to go back there, or you going somewhere else?
No. Let's go to dessert because if you think there's.
Are you mic'd up yet?
On the
All right,
run.
come out here. Come out here.
There's on the run dessert, and then there's at a restaurant dessert.
Right, but move over. John, come over here. Come on.
So,
John Santo is here, Long Island's favorite
John.
impressionist. He was gracious enough to come in. We called him last minute, obviously because he has his underwear on. Stand up, John. Show me your undies.
No, I don't want to show
All right.
I wore my slippers, though.
Thank you for coming in on such short notice.
You're welcome.
Let me ask you this first question, because we're going to talk a little bit about food and stuff here, and rant a little bit.
That's a nice
So,
subject.
best fast dessert that you can grab. He's in. At a supermarket or 7-Eleven or a Wawa. What you go to?
Devil Dog.
Devil Dog is a nice choice. That's a solid choice.
That's a solid choice.
What Ring Ding Devil Dog?
Ring Ding Devil Dog.
You know what my
Yoda.
old favorite was? Entenmann chocolate crumb donuts. Ooh, bada bing!
Wait, chocolate through and through, right?
Yeah, with the crumbs.
Yeah.
The
Those
crumbs,
are good,
not the chocolate icing.
Devil Dog.
All right, this is important conversation.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you go to?
When I went for my master's degree, and I would come home at night.
Yeah.
About 10 o'clock at night, I'd be on the Southern State Parkway by Bayshore.
Mhm.
And back then, Entman's made that was the factory.
Yes.
I could smell the Entman's factory. So I'm going to go with Entman's crumb cake.
Oh, okay.
Now, I want you both, if you haven't tried this, we may have had this discussion, Mr. Santo.
What is it?
Go to 7-Eleven and grab the blueberry bear claw. If you're not a blueberry person, the cheese bear claw.
I'm a blueberry person.
Oh, yeah,
like
says
blueberries.
Patrick McDonald. I think Wawa has them too in Jersey there,
blue
Patrick.
claw. The blue. Wait,
The
not
bear
the blue
claw.
claw.
Not the blue
bear
claw.
claw.
Yeah, the bear
What is
claw.
that, like a coffee?
Oh, cheese. It's a squishy, delicious, usually cheese in them, but you get the blueberry or
Is
the
it
apple.
huge?
Yeah, I don't like
No,
cheese
it's
in my
about this
dessert.
big. It's about this big.
Oh, I don't want cheese.
Delicious. We see somebody's toe. Bruce has
Bruce.
his toe up there. Look at that. So
Say something, Bruce.
Entenmann's chocolate crumb donut. Yes, that's what I said, Patrick. Patrick's with me. All right, so
Bruce,
we were
have
talking
no
about
sound from him still.
we were talking about before now.
What?
We need Long Island's got to step up its game, and we've had this discussion before.
Yes.
We need a Wawa, and we need more Wegmans. You said there's one somewhere in Long Island.
So that's Long Island, right? So we were talking about this before.
No, because you're gonna be the breaking argument here.
So there technically is a Wegmans on Long Island, the geographic entity, which is in the northern part of Brooklyn. However, there are two Long Islands. There's Long Island, the geographic entity. That's what's pictured here. And then there's Long Island, the suburbs, which excludes Brooklyn and Queens and only includes Nassau and Suffolk.
Okay.
So there's two Long Islands. There's Long Island, the place.
Is that true?
No, that's what
not
I'm
true.
saying.
No,
He'll convince me because he's
No,
so
'cause
freaking
that's
smart.
the
But
city. That's Queens.
Here's what
Queens and Brooklyn are on Long Island, the physical entity, but they're not the suburbs of Long Island.
Now,
so that's why there's two
What
Long
do you say
Islands.
physical entity? You mean the
Well,
physical?
I mean, like when you're flying over Long Island in
Right.
a plane, there's one island, and
Yeah.
Brooklyn
Yeah,
is
but-
part of it, and Queens is part of it.
How are they part of it if you have to go over a bridge because we are
Well,
an
you don't-
island?
No, but you don't go over it. I'm talking about getting from Nassau to.
If you go from
Nassau
Manhattan
to
or the
Queens, you don't have
Bronx,
to do that. Oh, that's
right now, here's my comeback.
Right, to go
okay,
to the Brooklyn or the Queens, you don't need it.
here's my
Only the
comeback.
Bronx.
Okay, here's my comeback.
Go ahead.
Long Island is Nassau and Suffolk. Done. Queens is Queens. Nobody says the island of Long Island concludes Brooklyn. What you could say is Brooklyn and Queens are on the same island as the
what's
counties
that
of
island?
Nassau and Suffolk.
What's
Long
that
Island.
island named? Long Island.
No,
Long
you
Island.
do not call the.
Oh, you don't call Brooklyn and Queens. All right, if you were, if you were an
because if
alien
you would-
spaceship coming here, you would say, "Wow, that's Long Island."
That's
right.
because I'm
but
scared
if
of them.
you said to a guy from Brooklyn or a guy
Yes.
from Queens, where you from? Oh, from Queens.
Right, they would not say Long Island.
No.
Isn't
Right.
that on Long Island?
That-
I'm not from Long
It's
Island.
on Long Island.
So
the
we don't want you.
geographic entity, but not the suburb.
We can't call it Long
it's
Island.
not Long Island the place. It's Long Island the physical land.
What you're saying is we need a Wegmans in Nassau and or Suffolk
Well,
County.
there is one coming to Suffolk, I believe.
Where?
By the Smith Haven Mall.
Always on the North Shore. It's so annoying.
Wegmans is a great store. I was up in Binghamton with my daughter for 4 years. Love the Wegmans, but my card gets drawn into Wawa's if I'm in Pennsylvania.
But the Wegmans up there, they have a monorail. I mean, they have every. I mean, they don't have a monorail.
I mean, can we get something on the South Shore? I mean, just once. Could we get something?
Well, we have a North Shore Farms on the South Shore in Belmore by him, which is weird. How could North Shore Farms be on the South Shore? How would you handle that dilemma?
What?
That's like a Long Island, Brooklyn.
Well, that's just a name of a thing.
Let's see if do we have Bruce
Should be renamed
on the phone?
Farms.
No, I don't think we have.
We have Bruce Bartz on the phone.
I'm getting Bruce on the phone. We will bring him on after the break at 31.
We have on the
perfect.
in the phone.
We'll have him on the phone. So you guys do what you're going to do. We'll go to commercial. We'll go to commercial 30, and then we'll bring Bruce in on the phone.
Okay.
All right.
So that would be an interesting poll question. I mean, but see,
that would be.
I created those two terms to settle the issue. Apparently, it didn't work.
All right. So tell me, no, because we agree to disagree. Now tell me.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's your show. I want to come back, but I mean, there's one.
You're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. So what do you care if you want to come back? It's
Because
all right. I just come here to get out of the house.
I know. I do too. Ever since I came off the show, my career went in the toilet. I'm like David Caruso after I left NYPD Blues.
Oh my God.
He lives down there. He lives right down the block. What's your address?
I'm the best person they can get last minute because I'm the closest.
He is.
Not the best act, but the closest.
And he tells his wife he's going to the bathroom. Like she's watching TV in the basement. She thinks he's upstairs in the bed. Nobody misses him.
And nobody misses me.
Nope, nobody misses him.
And I can be back before they even know I'm gone.
And honey, what took you so long? He says,
I went to get gas. I ran into somebody at the.
I was in the mood for a donut.
Yeah, or a bear claw.
Or a bear
Are you
claw.
still eating desserts?
No,
like you don't eat
really.
desserts. That's why you look so good.
I don't really eat desserts.
Yeah, that's why you look so good.
So
See, this is. But you know what? You could burn it off. We should have a bear claw. Like we could burn it off at 6 a.m. We have the whole day to burn it off.
We could.
Why don't we do that?
Okay. Let's have an early morning.
Where can I get that blueberry bear claw? I'm not supposed to eat
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. It's wonderful.
Have you been to the 7-Eleven in Wantor?
Yes.
It's a gas station too.
Yes, it's a gas station.
No.
It's a gas station.
We have one in
We're
Brooklyn.
talking like tons on Wawa's. And
here's my thing, though.
Yeah.
I often go into 7-Eleven and you get coffee or whatever, and I'm standing on the line.
Yeah.
With the swirling
hot
turning
dog
foods.
Yes.
And I watch people order it, and I just think to myself, not even in a zombie apocalypse would I even.
No, I do my joke on that. One of my best bits is on the hot dog.
I would not eat that.
One of my best bits is on the hot dog, right? I do that bit on the hot dog with the the TSA and there's only one.
Oh, airport hot dog.
That's a funny bit.
That's a very funny bit.
But Wawa now has pizza. Wawa has pizza, people. If they don't sponsor us,
at a pizza, I might eat a pizza at a Wawa. I don't know. Wawa's a nice.
Wawa has nice sandwiches. They do a nice job.
You want to know something? You ain't been to any place until you have been to a rest stop.
Yeah.
In Italy.
Oh.
Yes. It's like a restaurant.
It's like an Uncle Giuseppe's.
Yes.
On the road. It's unbelievable. Paninis, espresso, cappuccino, pizza, you name it.
With fresh mozzarella.
Fresh mozzarella. Everything's fresh,
Delicious.
made right there for you.
I couldn't believe it. The pizza on the road was as good as any place I went.
Absolutely.
Now, when I taught
and you can get wine at a rest stop when you're driving.
I taught all over the country. You know that. I'm very smart. Taught a lot of respondents all over the country. Very smart. Who is? Yeah. We're gonna break in a minute.
We're going to go to commercial, and we got Bruce on the phone. We're going to try and sync it up with the video.
We're running behind, so we have some time, babe. We started late, so we'll bring him in a minute. But I just want to close with this. I taught in Texas, and one day I ate 3 meals in gas stations. Breakfast, 3 different gas stations.
What did you have?
You talk about Italy. They had a barbecue restaurant. It wasn't like a restaurant. It was attached to the gas station, but barbecue, phenomenal. People would go there for the food, not for gas.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's how good it was. So we're going to go to break so we can see if we can get Bruce on the phone at least. All right, we'll be right back after this break.
Hi, I'm Arthur Lee, founder, CEO, and inventor of LifeVac, a simple rescue device that could save a child's life in a choking emergency. All these people were saved
with LifeVac.
People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those is a child.
As simple as place, push, pull.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
Oh, we're back. Laugh
We're
to
back.
say live. Give me a live. Give me a live. Pow, give me one. Give me one.
Live.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring
We're
out
still talking
Bruce.
about rest stops.
Yeah,
I
let's
hope
bring
that
out
this works now with Bruce.
Bruce
Let's
from
see.
Box Brigade. Let's see.
I'm going to put him on camera also. Hold on. Let's see if this works.
All right. I see him.
Yeah, visual.
Now he's going to be a delay probably. Hello, Bruce.
Hello. No.
No delay.
It works.
No delay.
I am sorry for the technical difficulties.
Butch is the man.
Butch is the man.
He is the man.
All right, from your end, I know how I felt about the show the other night. Tell our viewers how the night went and what you came away with.
So it was the most fantastic night you could speak of. I heard you describing the venue a little bit. And first of all, it's in Wrightsville, a great town called Wrightsville. It's a river town. We call us river rats. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. Now we lost him.
Now we can't hear him.
Was he on speakerphone?
Yeah.
Hold on, Bruce. Forget about the camera. Just use forget about the camera that you're on. Just use the phone.
Yeah, because we're getting the feedback, right?
Yep. Just use the other phone and talk on that.
I think he lowered the volume.
Yeah.
On the phone.
Oh, he was getting feedback. And
Yeah.
I think he. That's what they always tell the caller to a radio station: lower your radio.
Yeah, well, that's why we're on the phone right now. So
There's also a delay. There's like a 5-second delay.
You there, Bruce?
On the radio, not here.
Bruce, you got to turn your phone back up.
Because if he's not going to come back on, we got a good 15 more minutes on Wawa's.
Yeah.
Riveting TV.
Come on. I went to Uncle Giuseppe's today. I stopped in there.
And then Teddy Smith is going to come on later, and he has a whole 10 minutes of comedy on Wawa. So it'll be a Wawa show.
I'll have him right back. Bobby, just keep that line open.
I'm going to buy next time we go to a Jersey gig.
How about we bring out? Why don't we bring?
You know what I wish we could have here? One of the things I really like about other states, Florida, you can go to the food store, and you can buy wine.
Hey,
we can't hear
Butch
it for legal
and Bobby.
reasons,
Why don't
right?
we bring
Because
out
the
Teddy
liquor
for
stores.
Teddy Smith for a few minutes, and then we'll let Teddy do his thing, and then if we still have Bruce, we can bring him back for a few minutes.
Yeah, we could just switch it up.
Trader Joe's in California. You can buy,
Ladies and gentlemen, our comic for the night. This is one of my favorite comics.
Wait, what's going on? Where's Teddy?
He's going to come.
He's going to come.
He is one of the hottest comics the last few years
He is
in
the
this
hottest.
area, this
He's
tri-state area. Funny guy. You're going to be seeing him. He's going to be so good that when I call him next year, he's going to say, "Who is this? Who is this? I don't know who you are." Ladies and gentlemen, Teddy Smith is with us tonight. I think.
No, he's buffering.
It's
gonna be here.
buffing. He's on his phone, Teddy.
No, he'll be here. He's going to come in.
Wow, this is a night of technological difficulties, but we
It's
are going to
because we
power
paid for
through.
this.
Don't worry, Butch.
It's because we paid for this multimedia control room. I'm pushing buttons.
Yeah. All right. You know what, Bob? Can you throw up my flyers for now and see if before we can get somebody up?
Oh,
Bruce is calling back though. Bruce is calling back, so we'll have him on the phone.
On October 21st, that's next week, right? Saturday night, we are at the Rocky Point Fire Department for the first time in 5 years. There was construction. We have Pat Marone. We have Billy Guy and Laura Patton. John Ziegler's our headliner.
Woo!
And
Wow.
a special guest spot by my favorite FDNY EMS comic. Who is it? Jack Cloonan is stopping by.
Oh, wow. That's a show.
It's a too many comic show, a buffet of comics. Who's next?
I get no internet service in my room, so I come out here.
You going to
I'm doing a
Washington,
podcast.
DC? What you told me to DC? Thursday,
Yeah.
DC. Yes, we're going to DC. We're working with the DC Fire and EMS Foundation. We're excited about that. We got somebody on the line now. Who's there? Teddy?
We got Teddy.
Let's see. Teddy.
There's Teddy.
Oh, we have issues.
Can you
tonight.
see me?
We say it again.
Can you see me?
We can see
We can
you.
see you, but you're frozen. Maybe move to another room, Teddy.
Oh,
I just changed rooms.
Oh,
Maybe another room. All right.
Can you go on the roof? Can you
throw up another?
I had to change rooms because I wasn't getting the right connection.
Now we can hear you.
I can see him.
Talk, Teddy.
Can you see me?
We can see you. You're a little frozen, but we can hear you also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Teddy, what's going on?
Hold on a second.
Hey, what's going on in your life? What are you doing? What are you doing your shtick about these days? Nothing. Nothing.
There he is. He's
back. He's in. He's out.
Sideways.
I'm in.
Teddy, don't worry about the. Just talk. Don't worry about the camera.
Just talk.
We can hear you. Okay.
Okay. How you guys doing?
We're doing great,
We're
Teddy.
doing good.
You're one of my favorite comics. Talk a little bit about your act. What do you do in your act these days? Because you're always changing.
I know. You got to keep changing, man. People get bored with the same stuff.
Yeah.
So I got to keep changing. I got to keep. That's why I'm so quiet. I'm watching people. I'm looking at them so I can talk about them on stage. They don't know it though. See, this right here is going to be on my next act.
That's scary.
This is right. See, I'm watching you guys. I've been watching you the whole time. You didn't know it. I got spy cameras everywhere.
We knew it. We knew it.
It's called "What Do White People Do When Black People Not Around." I'm a spy.
We talk about Wawa.
He could be the next James Bond. Teddy
Riveting.
Smith. His movie career is tremendous. He could be Bond.
Actually, I've never been to Wawa.
No, next time we go on the road.
Let's book a New
It's
Jersey
worth,
show
it's
and
worth
we'll
the
go to
trip.
Wawa.
It's worth the trip.
Is the food really good? Because I look at it, I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so.
Teddy, the food is good for a roadside gas station. You know, they have a nice section where you can get heroes.
Yeah. It's like a really,
coffee.
really nice 7-Eleven.
A really nice 7-Eleven. That's not saying much.
No.
Well, it's
He
the only
loves
thing
it.
I can...
Have you seen the 7-Elevens lately?
Yes.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Rats don't even eat there.
John does.
I don't eat there. I don't eat there.
He just told me to get a blueberry muffin there.
You just didn't get a fair
I
claw.
am buying one for Teddy. When am I working with you again, Teddy? I'm working with you soon, I think. I'm going to get one for Teddy and get one for you two guys, and you tell me if it's not delicious.
Okay.
All right.
We're listening to you, Teddy.
Well, listen to me. You put me on the spot.
Yeah, well, tell us what you did the other night.
Come on, you gotta talk to me, John.
All right, in Sayville Fire Department the other night, you killed. They loved you. The 3 people that were there.
Oh, you did save
We had 48. Yeah, we only had 48, but Teddy did great. What kind of?
You know how much it cost me for them to say that? I had to pay them to tell you that.
Hey, Teddy, let me tell you something, though. Tell them about the spread you had, the food they wheeled out for Teddy Smith.
Oh, you mean the hot dogs? The hot dogs and the chili and the, I think it was sauerkraut. I'm not sure what it was. I mean, they really went out of their way to provide a great, healthy meal for us.
Now you know you've made it.
I did that show last year during Lent. We had to get pizza in, remember? 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't eat meat on Friday.
Yeah.
So
I was sitting there, John. I was sitting there thinking, I got to do better. Where's my
apologize
career
for that,
gone? That inspires you when you do shows and they serve you hot dogs. That makes you want to work a little harder.
Makes you want to work harder?
Yeah, makes you want to work harder.
Yeah, so you never have to do a show for hot dogs.
Never had to do a show with hot dogs and chili. I think it was chili.
Oh, God, you have to guess?
I think it was chili. I'm not sure.
That's scary.
Hey,
Yeah,
Teddy.
that's scary. Is that how Wawa is?
Now.
Huh?
Do you know Bruce by now? We've introduced him 4 times tonight.
Bruce been stalking me and harassing me. I don't
Now
know
Bruce is
Bruce,
just getting popped back in. He's out. He's in.
Bruce is a stalker. Now I get to see his face so I can report him to the police.
Hey, Bruce.
Oh, it's working now.
Hey, Bruce. Next year, I'm gonna bring these three guys to the show.
Bruce looks like that guy that plays Freddy
Roseanne,
Krueger.
Santo, Teddy Smith.
Where we going?
John.
Pennsylvania.
York. John, Bruce looks like the guy that plays Freddy Krueger. What's his name?
And the people right to
Robert Englund.
Bring your belt.
Yes, that's who he looks like.
Bring your belt.
Oh, we can hear her. So everybody do me a favor. Everybody do me a favor. Stop talking. We're just going to let Bruce talk a little bit about the show because we can barely hear him. But go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce, give us a few minutes to go back to Teddy. Teddy, hang out.
No.
All right, Bruce, tell us about the show.
The show was great. It was, and when you bring these comedians with you next year, these three, make sure you bring your belt too, because they want you to wear a belt. All the people at Wrightsville said, "Hey, the show was great, but we got to have a belt on."
My pants were falling off. I lost weight.
I thought you packed the belt in your gear.
It was in the hotel. I left it in the hotel.
Oh,
you didn't have to bring
you
that
gotta
up.
put an extra belt in with the microphone and stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's what you should do.
And you know, there is more to Wrightsville too than just the Susquehanna Hat Company.
I hope so.
The Burning Bridge Tavern, it's named after the bridge that burnt down. It's Civil War history.
Right.
But as Joe was talking about that, I don't think too many people in the crowd really knew that much about their own hometown history. So I think Joe knew more than they did.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Wow.
But it was a great show. Burning Bridge, you couldn't ask for it. The first time they ever did something like that, it was packed. We actually had 100 people there. We sold out. What else could we ask for?
Yeah.
You know, we took that mental health thing. It's called self-care because, you know, if you don't laugh, you know what happens.
And I don't mean to make you sad, but it's important for me to say we did this show not only in memory of my guys that were lost on 9/11 and because of 9/11. We did this in memory of your son, who you lost for, due to suicide from post-traumatic stress. And you started this wonderful organization as a way to remember him. He would be so proud of you, my brother. So proud.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
And you know, this, it makes me sad, but this is what he would do. I mean, he helped people. That's the way he was.
Right.
You know, being a soldier, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to get those people that knocked down his towers. And that's the way he said it when he was second grade. Second grade, he says, "Those are my towers, Dad." That's why he joined the Army.
Wow,
So,
he was in the second grade on 9/11?
What's that?
He was in the second grade, you said, on 9/11?
He was in second grade in 9/11.
Wow, I'm old. Wow. Unbelievable. So great night.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money you raised. It's none of my business, but that's not what the night was all about.
It wasn't, but it was because what we do with our money is we help whoever's in need for their mental health, whatever tools they need, that's where our money goes. And something about that we're very proud of is 85% of the money that we raise goes back to help people.
Wonderful.
We only have a 15% overhead. So without you, we couldn't have raised the $6,000 that we did that will be put back to help people with their mental health.
Oh, you made $6,000. Great.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Laughter Saves Lives was a partial sponsor tonight. We did a little bit, and thank you for allowing us to be part of the night, Bruce.
I'm looking forward. We're going to do it again next year, like you and I talked about on the phone. Only if you find your ID will you be allowed to do that. But
I'll get my
they
ID.
don't know, do they?
I just got to
They
remember
don't
my
know, do
belt. Just got to remember my belt. My brother, thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. We'll talk soon, and we'll get that next show going right away. Maybe we'll do it in 6 months.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I appreciate everything you guys did, and take care, and we'll catch up soon.
All right, thank you so much, Bruce, from the Bart's Brigade.
I could, if we go, I could do your makeup so you guys don't look pasty on stage.
All right, that's good. And we're back with Teddy Smith. Hey, Teddy.
Hi, Teddy.
Hey, John. How are you?
Thank you for hanging in there, brother. I know it's been a choppy show.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice to be on your show, John. Such a pleasure.
Thank Thank you for your enthusiasm.
You went all out, John.
Oh, thank
The
goodness.
budget must have killed you.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think very highly of you. I put you on gigs with hot dogs.
Yeah. I've never had the pleasure of working with Teddy.
Oh,
he's
my
amazing.
God. Teddy is the kind of
I'm
comic.
a mess. You don't want to work with me.
I'm not saying he's a comics comic. I'm not a comics comic. Like, I'll go on stage, I'll have fun. Comics go, oh, LaRocchi is up, right to the car. But when Teddy's up there, comics go, oh, wait a second. What is this guy going to do tonight? You know, when you
No, John,
Teddy, I don't think
John,
Teddy
the last
knows.
show I did with you, you were killing it. You were killing it so much you did like a half an hour. He was hosting. You remember?
I remember when you were talking about it. You did it.
Yes, you were killing it.
Light you.
I don't remember.
We were lighting you, and you was just going on and on. Like, John's feeling it right now.
He gets nervous. He's like, "Oh, I got." He goes, "Hey, Santo, I got to do 45 minutes." I'm like, and I'm like, "You're going to be great."
Yeah, and then he kills it. He was killing it.
Yeah,
John's a great host.
I don't know why, but Teddy, why you were giving me the light. You weren't even running the show. Teddy was like, LaRocchi!
LaRocchi, I couldn't follow that, man. I was like, oh, John had me nervous. I was throwing up in the bathroom. I was nervous.
Yeah, but you bring up a good point. I don't know, but no matter how good you are, you're strong. You're strong. You can destroy the room. But if the guy up in front of you is killing, you still get a little nervous, huh? Like, oh my God, am I going to be able to follow this guy, right? You still get a little nervous.
Yeah, because the crowd could like him and not like me. You never know.
Impossible.
The
worst words you could ever hear in comedy is "you're following Teddy Smith."
See, now the next show I do, I'm not going to do well, and I'm going to blame you guys.
Call us right away.
I'm going to go on stage all cocky and arrogant and get nothing. And I'm like, that John and, I'm going to blame you guys.
I picked up, we did a gig
for pumping me up.
Teddy and I did a gig with Steaks. Remember that gig? With Steaks. So I picked I go to pick Teddy up at the Hicksville train station, right? And
Steaks, John, not hot dogs.
Not hot dogs, steak.
I hear you.
The guy said to me, he goes, "You can't park here. You got to move the car." I said, "I'm waiting for Teddy Smith." He's like, "Leave it."
Leave it.
They know.
Yeah, right. Right, John.
Teddy, you have any funny stories about driving in the car with another comic? Because it can be uncomfortable on a long ride with somebody you don't know well, right?
No, not for me.
Right? One of the first times I worked with you was in Connecticut, and he said to me, "Hey, John, can I catch a ride?"
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I said, "No." And then he said, "Please." And I said, "All right, Teddy." So I picked him up.
John, you have to understand, though, the only reason Teddy was nervous is because look at the color of his skin. You guys were going to Connecticut. That's why I wanted to ride with you.
John, tell him the time you took me to see your aunt.
Well, this is the time I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the time I'm talking about.
I thought John was setting me up at first.
Yeah. That was the time I'm talking about. Teddy, let me tell a story. So,
okay, go ahead.
We're driving up there, and I'm like,
"You tell it, John."
I think I picked you up in the city, right? Didn't I pick you up in the city?
No, you're not that nice.
I dropped you off in the city. I know that. So
I'm teasing you.
I said to Teddy, "Listen, I'm going to leave early because I'm going to stop to see my old Italian aunt in Connecticut." He goes, "I'll go with you." Now, who would want to go? Right? We went into my aunt's house. He sat down at the kitchen table. My aunt is making us meatballs and pasta.
Yeah.
And so friggin' sincere talking to my aunt. And when we left, he said to me, "Thank you." He thanked me. He goes, "That was really nice." And I fell in love with him that day.
It was. That's when I realized you were a good dude, man.
Took you that long?
That's when I realized. I said, "This is a good guy. He's a genuine guy."
You know, you try to treat.
He's a great actor. You were a great guy or a fantastic actor.
Well,
and he's still acting.
Every time I see my aunt, she asks about you.
She do?
Yeah.
She was a sweet lady.
Yeah.
You sure you related to her?
Yeah. How was the food?
How was the food? Better than hot dogs.
Food was good.
Better than hot dogs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, better than hot dogs and coleslaw.
There's a theme tonight.
I
Hot
have
dogs,
to.
sausage,
I
chili
have
dogs.
to now think the next gig I put him on. I have to. He has to also be impressed with the food, not only the crowd.
Yeah.
No, John, you usually have great food though.
Well, it depends on the gig. Some of them don't even feed you at all. I always try to get the comics fed, even if
I thought because times are hard now.
It depends on the gig.
Where was this where you got the hot dogs?
Sayville.
We can't say that. We can't say that, can we?
Sayville Fire Department? And they give you hot dogs?
Oh, you can't say that. Now I'm not going to get the gig
It's a
next
theme.
year.
It's a theme that they probably did.
You just lost the gig for me, Roseanne.
Like a ballpark. I went to a buffet in New Jersey one time. A buffet, right? And they said, I go, where can the comedians eat? They're like, oh, they didn't. And the guy started like, rapidly blinking. And he goes, they didn't tell me they were feeding the comedians. I'm like, it's a buffet.
Right.
Right? So he goes, well, I said, how do you know exactly how many pieces of chicken that guy at table 4 is going to have? You know. So you got to feed the comics. It's a buffet. They didn't want to feed the comedians. I was like,
I've been to gigs. I've been to gigs where they said, "Oh, like we have to pay," and I go, "No, comics aren't paying for the food, even if you have to give them a simple dinner."
Right. It doesn't have to be what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
There's got to be something. Right?
And then there was one gig I did, Teddy, where I showed up. It was a shower. It was a shower for a woman, a bridal shower.
And you had to do comedy?
I was DJing. Wait a second. I was DJing.
You were DJing?
I used to DJ. I was terrible DJ. Oh, terrible. Terrible even for a white guy. That's how bad DJ was. That's how bad, right?
The white guys are like, dang.
There was no rhythm.
Listen, no matter how late we started, we have less than a minute left. I would like the wonderful Teddy Smith real quickly to talk about his movie in 10 seconds or less. Tell people where they can see the movie, and please give out your website, Teddy.
Which movie? Tomorrow's Today is on Amazon Prime. You can see it on there and Hulu and all those channels, streaming channels. Shot a movie called The Wild Girls, which will be in theaters in February.
Nice.
And I play a mountain man.
A mountain man?
Ooh.
Yeah, the opposite of me. Not no outdoorsman.
Well, that's why
so I play a mountain man that helps these two rich girls survive in the woods.
Wow.
It's a really good movie too. It's really good. It's like it shows people coming together from opposite worlds.
Love it. Love it.
Awesome.
That's nice. Congratulations.
But Butch,
I play the black guy.
I actually have a few minutes left because we started late. Bobby has the clock right in front of me, right, Bobby? I'm good with this clock, right? Yeah, I'm good with this clock.
Oh, okay.
So to finish the story I was telling, at the shower now, the lady asked me, the stripper isn't showing up. Can you strip for an additional $100?
Come on.
You did it.
I'm telling you the truth. And I said to the lady, first of all, I don't strip. And $100? So she goes, 120. I go, okay. Okay. I had my SpongeBob undies on. I was good. I was on the mic stand, like a pole, doing my thing, and they gave me $120. Yeah, come on, Rosie, look.
I won't do those shows.
Santos, you do those shows.
I won't do those. I only do shows now. I have a new rule.
What? No stripping?
I will not do one where I'm the only comedian. Unless it's a real comedy show with 3 or 4 comics or whatever, I'm not doing it.
You won't be the only comedian?
Nope.
I was just offered a gig in Connecticut, okay?
Again.
At a banquet.
Yeah, I don't do those anymore.
$700.
Nope. Not doing
$1,100.
Not doing it.
You would do it in a heartbeat.
Not doing it.
Am I right, Teddy?
For me to
5,000, John.
How much?
5,000 for Teddy?
No, for that John.
Oh, Fat John, did you say? That's not nice.
No, he said that John.
Oh, that John. I thought you said Fat John.
No, John, would you do it for 5,000?
If it's $5,000 and it's local, I'll do it.
Oh,
yeah.
local, please. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to Connecticut.
Like driving distance. I don't want to get on a plane.
And but the meal,
unless I'm flying with Teddy Smith, then I'll get on a plane.
The food here is a banquet. It's delicious.
Yeah, you know what though? It's
you're so full of it.
I'm not going to do it. I would rather make less money on a real comedy show, not 5,000 less, but a little less on a real comedy show than do a banquet or some other.
He will be texting me tomorrow, Teddy.
I know. He don't fool me one bit. John will do it for $5.
Where are you this weekend, Teddy? Where are you performing?
With you.
You're this weekend with me?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Not this weekend. Well, don't scare me like that.
Just showed the flyers.
This is how he gets on shows. He goes, "Hey, I was on that show." I go, "All right, come on down. I screwed up."
Aren't we doing a show coming up like November or something?
Yeah. All right. Teddy Smith, thank you. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. And get yourself a computer. You want me to buy a computer?
Yeah. If you pay me more on the show, I can get a computer.
See, I had to open my mouth, right? I had to open my mouth. Teddy Smith, man. We love you. I love
Teddy.
We'll be back next week. We have already a guest book, the island of Long Island.
We're from. I circled the studio.
Zhuzhen tonight.
That's where we're from.
And I'll be back next week.
Yeah, and where can we find you on doing your Zhuzhen?
Oh, every day around 10, 11 o'clock on Facebook Live. But you can always catch it in the replays.
Yes.
And I'll be at the Moose Lodge in Green Lawn this Saturday.
And I'll be in Rocky Point Fire Department. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. We're going to the
New
diner.
Jersey at the HorrorCon.
Oh, I didn't ask you.
That's
See,
okay.
I'm a bad host. Terrible host. Good night, everybody. We're still here. Still here.
I'll be in New Jersey at the Showboat for the HorrorCon, appearing with Tony Ann.
Leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Who's chasing the beer that circle the lips? Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball. Play ball.